to Scrapbook Spending Freeze. I'm Julie and this is my channel Spend Less Craft More. Now first of all, I just want to say a really big welcome and a really big thank you to those of you who are new to my channel, who've been watching, who've subscribed and who've joined the Facebook group. I guess, it's a new year. It's a great time to think about just some really positive things to start afresh with. It's a great time to think about diving into our stash, using up some supplies and really just documenting some memories while we do that. I want to tell you a little bit about my plans for this year for the channel and for the group. I do have one more video in the Scrapbook Spending Freeze 101 series, but it's really about the end. It's about how to maintain the sanity once your spending freeze is over, and because we've got so many new members, I'm going to put that one off for a little bit and dive straight into Spending Freeze 102. Now my idea for 102 is really just more practical, just little fun challenges just to help us along the way, even if you're not on a spending freeze as such, but you perhaps want to slow down, do a bit of stash diving, you'll still be able to do the challenges. I'm hoping for about one a fortnight. Sometimes there'll be a video, perhaps sometimes there won't, so the group is the place to be so you don't miss out on any of those challenges. There's not going to be any time limits on when you've got to do them, but I just really want the group to be a place where we can all support each other in our journey to, reduce our supplies. So challenge number one is going to be actually to pick a challenge item. So if you've already seen, I think it's number 2 in Scrapbook Spending Freeze 102, you might remember I talked about a challenge item as something that you've got in your stash. Perhaps it's been there for a little while, you might have once loved it and now don't use it anymore, or perhaps it's something that you've got a lot of but never quite worked out how to use. It's not something that you definitely want to get rid of, but it's something that you want to challenge yourself to use. So in that video I made a kit and I chose this box as my challenge item. It's got, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but you'll have a different angle in a minute. I've got eyelets, little mini brads and sequins. So this was my challenge item. I'm actually going to think more specifically for a little while about eyelets. At one point I think I was trying to buy every colour in the rainbow of eyelets. So while they're little, there's actually quite a few there, so I'm hoping to get some of those used up. So feel free, if you would like, if you've got a lot of eyelets yourself, to join me with eyelets. You might have some recent pages where you've used eyelets that you might be able to share. Perhaps you've got some ideas of how to use them that you might want to share, or alternatively, if you've got a different challenge item, please post that as well, and perhaps others again might be able to share pages that they've made using that supplies or some ideas of how to use that supply. So please join in. I know when I put the video up originally, some of you did mention your challenge items, and again, we'd love to hear how you're going with those items. So right now what I'm going to do though is we'll change the angle and we'll have a quick look at a page that I'm going to make, hopefully with some eyelets on. Okay, so you can see I've already done quite a bit of work on this page. This is the first time I've scrapbooked in quite a while. I've actually really, since I finished my spending freeze, my scrapbooking dropped off and then stopped. So really I haven't scrapbooked much for the last 6 months or so. So this page, it's one of my sort of basic stock kind of designs, I guess you'd say. It's certainly not going to win any awards for design, but that's not the point of the page, is it? What I'm using is, I pulled out that kit that I made back in that video I referred to earlier in the Scrapbook Spending Freeze 101, the second episode, and in the same box was what I'm pretty sure was the leftovers of an older homemade kit again. So everything on this page comes from that box, if not that kit that you would have seen the video of. So as I said in the introduction, my goal here is to try and get some eyelets used, and you can see that box on the left hand side there. The eyelets are in the top row and they're mostly in little Ziploc bags.
So my idea for this page is just to scatter the eyelet in my embellishment clusters just the same way you would with a dimensional dot or whatever, and I end up using, I think it's 2 eyelets and 1 little mini flower brad in each cluster. Obviously I'm hoping to keep using eyelets on a few more pages, and that I might think of some other ways to use them. So as I said earlier, I'd love to have you join me on the Facebook group, whether it's with some ideas about how to use eyelets or other items that you've got in your stash that you want to try to use up. So I'll just leave you with some music to finish off the video, and I hope to catch you on the Facebook group soon.